Overall, I really liked this episode and I thought it was very good. I can understand why some people might not like it because it did have kind of a dark theme and maybe some people won't like that. But personally, I did like this episode. It is not my favourite episode, and it is not an episode that I have watched over and over again, but I do quite enjoy it. I can watch it and I can enjoy it, even though it does have some dark moments. Yes, it's a darker episode with its darker moments, but it also has some funny moments as well. I personally like some of the darker episodes. Not all of them, but I do like some of them. I like some of them to have more of an adult tone, because I feel that RugRats, along with most cartoons, are meant for both children and adults to enjoy. So I feel there should be something in there for everyone. So while this episode is darker, I do like it. Now, is it one of my favourite Angelica focused episodes? No, not really. I do like it, I can enjoy it, I can watch it and be happy watching it, but it's not one of my favourite Angelica episodes, I would say. I actually like the 7 Voyages of Cynthia and Princess Angelica a lot more. I do prefer the more light-hearted episodes to the darker episodes, but the darker episodes I feel do have their place. Would I have liked it if Drew and Charlotte had another child? The answer to that is yes and no. I think it would have been a good idea, because then Angelica would have learned to share, and she would learn that she cannot be the centre of attention all the time, and may have become a nicer person. So I would have liked them to have another child in that way. It wouldn't matter to me if it was a girl or a boy, as long as it was another child and she learned how to share and be a nicer person. They could have even gone down the route where they have the child age up a bit to the point where it could talk and it was kind of bullying Angelica. Then she would learn that it's not right to bully, and she would kind of know how the babies felt. So yes, it would have been a good idea in this sense, but in the other sense, because so many of the other characters have siblings, we have Phil and Lil that are siblings, and Tommy later gets a sibling when Dill is born. Then we get Kimmy being adopted by Chaz, so Chucky gets a sibling. So most of the other characters have siblings, even Susie, because she has older siblings. So it's nice to have a dynamic where another of the characters doesn't have any siblings and is an only child. So that helps balance things out. So In a way, yes, I would have liked it to happen, and in another way, no, I wouldn't. I think Angelica wasn't jealous of the baby as such. She wasn't angry per se, and she didn't say anything nasty about the baby or about her parents. I think mostly she was just scared, and she just had concerns that if a new baby was born, she might get pushed out and her parents might stop loving her, which is concerns that a child who had never had siblings before might feel. So yeah, I think she was scared more than anything, and in the end she got terrified because she thought that if they had a new baby, like, it could turn out that the baby would bully her and it would be really nasty. Things wouldn't go right for her. And like, it is a 3-year-old's mind, so she could have actually thought that the baby would eat her, and this really terrified her. So I can understand how Angelica would feel. Now, I think it is canon that Charlotte did have a miscarriage, and I feel that they handled this very well because the pregnancy test showed that it was positive. They were really happy and excited about this. Then towards the end of the episode, they seemed really sad, and Drew even put his hand on Charlotte to support her. They both looked really sad, so yes, I think she definitely did have a miscarriage. Now, much later on, in about series 7, I think it was, Angelica did decide that she wanted another sibling, but Drew and Charlotte did not want one at all. And I feel that this is because they got to like the idea of having another baby, and they really loved that baby that Charlotte was carrying. Miscarriage is a very hard thing to go through. I have had friends that have gone through it. I've actually had 2 friends that have gone through a miscarriage and 1 family member. So it can be a hard thing to deal with, and I feel that they love that baby so much they couldn't comprehend the thought of having another child, and they have been worried that they would lose it. So they decided not to have any more children and just to have Angelica, which I can really understand. But I think they handled the miscarriage very well for this episode. And it is something that people could relate to. Overall, I did like this episode, and while it is not one of my favourites, it has some good qualities in it. A lot of people hate on it. Some of that's unfair, some of it's not, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and I would personally rate this episode 7 or 8 out of 10. If you haven't seen it yet, give it a go and you will either like it or not. It's up to you, and I would recommend giving it a go to see if you like it, because you don't know unless you try. So that's my video and my RugRats review. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful and interesting in some way. If you would like me to make more videos like this, then please just post a comment letting me know, and I would be more than happy to make them for you. So that's my video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Please post sweet comments, like and subscribe. Do not dislike or post any mean comments, because that's not very nice at all. And if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. Goodbye, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Remember, be yourself, be unique, be a monster. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.